Good day, Rancho Cordova. I am Dina and we're here at the Metro Fire Logistics and Health and Safety Building this morning in Rancho. And what you're looking at is a dirty pile of turnouts. And then, of course, they're eventually going to get to the clean side, right? Because it is so important to keep our fire personnel safe when they are going out on the job as first responders. And it all actually does start with what they're wearing, because they do not want to bring those carcinogens back into their firehouses. And then, of course, when they're going back out in the field. So I'm carrying with me some dirty turnouts this morning, and these belong to one of our dear friends, Chris Vestal with Sac Metro Fire. I'm helping you do your laundry. How about that?
Somebody had to do it.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about just the importance of having clean gear, obviously. You guys go out to fires, you face a lot when you're out in the field. This part of it, people might not realize, is a huge part.
Absolutely. So fires are extremely dirty, and as building components change to more petroleum-based or plastics, all of that smoke that we're breathing out is really carcinogenic. That means it causes cancer. So we want to make sure we get as much of that off, and we return to our clean gear as quick as possible.
Okay, so and a statistic that I actually learned is that fire personnel have a 9% higher risk of getting cancer just because of the elements that they're in as they're doing their job every day. Okay, so what's the process here? These are some heavy-duty washers, by the way. You would not have one of these inside of one of your homes. But tell me how these work and then what the process is with you all bringing in your turnouts to get them clean.
So after a fire, we take our gear off, we knock all of the big ash and soot off of it as much as we can. And then we send it in after every fire to this facility where we have all these washers. So after a fire with 50 people on it, all of that gear is coming here. That's why you have such a big facility here to do it. But we separate our interior liners, which is a moisture barrier, helps keep our skin clean, and then our outer shells. And then all of that gets thrown in here into one of these big washers. And this will run for about 1 hour.
Okay.
And what this does is this actually spins it in a way that agitates it, but also extracts everything outside of it. So it pushes all the dirt to the outside of the washer where there's a filter, and that all goes out. It's not like most washers that just agitate it in the middle.
Yeah, and it really is so important because the material that you all are around when you're on the job, it can be very dangerous. So these actually also go through a biohazard mode once they go into this washing system.
That's right. So some of the things we have to pay attention to now, it's not just the bloodborne pathogens, but it's also COVID. So there's more safeguards for us to keep us healthy so we can keep serving the public. So after we go on certain types of calls, if we know that we had contact with somebody who was COVID positive or a suspected person who may have it, we have to make sure that we stay clean so that we can continue coming to work and responding to your emergencies.
Chris, thank you so much for showing us this. I know it's kind of how the sausage is made, right? The behind-the-scenes look on just one way that our firefighters have to keep themselves safe. Coming up in the next half hour, we're going to talk more about another method that our fire personnel uses, wipes that they have to use to wipe themselves down. And also a big reason why we're here is because October, November, a real big push for Cancer Awareness Month. And so this is going to be what you're going to see on the side of all of the Metro Fire vehicles. Cool. A lot of the engines are going to have this. So again, all cancers, all people, that's a big campaign you're going to see from within the fire department, not only this month, but also into November as well. So we'll talk more about that coming up in the next half hour. Chris, thank you. Back over to you guys.
Thanks, Dina.